In this lesson, we are going to be solving multi-step word problems with addition. You're going to do this with me. So you need the skill sheet that I've given you along with a pencil. You can hit pause at any time to slow down what we are doing so you can catch up. So stay with me. Here we go. Let's read problem number 1. The City Flower Shop sold 14,594 pink roses on Valentine's Day. They sold 7,857 more red roses than pink roses. How many pink and red roses did the City Flower Shop sell all together on Valentine's Day? Use a tape diagram to show your work. The first thing we need to look at is what is the question asking us to do? It's asking us to find out how many roses all together, which means we need to find the total of pink and red roses. The word "and" is going to tell us to add. So we know if we add the pink roses plus the red roses, we're going to get the total number of roses. Now, this is what we need to find out. How many pink roses are there? How many red roses are there? Let's go back to the problem and see. We know that right here it tells us that there is 14,594 pink roses. And this is our tape diagram for that. 14,594. We know anything that would fit in that tape would be pink roses. Now, for red roses, which is right here in the story, it says there's 7,857 more red roses than pink, which means for the red roses, we have the same amount as pink roses, right? Plus an additional 7,857. So here we know we have 14,594, the same as the pink, and with an additional 7,857. And if we put all of these things together, we know we will have our total roses. So now we have a picture that tells us our information. So with this picture, we're going to go ahead and we are going to add to find our total. We're going to start with the red roses. We have to add those first to figure out our total number of red roses. We don't know what that is yet. So to do that, we're going to line up our 14,594 with our 7,857. It's very important that you line up your place value when you're adding, which we've already discussed. So 4 plus 7 is 11. Carry our 1. 1 plus 9 is 10. Plus 5 is 15. Carry our 1. 1 plus 8 is 9. Plus 5 is 14. 1 plus 4 plus 7. 1 plus 7 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. Carry. 1 plus 1 is 2. So we have 22,451. That is my red roses. I'm always going to make sure that I am labeling everything. Now, we need to find the pink roses and the red roses together, which means we need to add our red with our pink. So I'm just going to line up, instead of rewriting these numbers, line up my pink roses under my red roses and add them up right down here. So 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 plus 9 is 14. 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 5 is 10. 1 plus 2 plus 4, well 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 and 4 is 7. 1 plus 2 is 3. So that gives me a total of 37,045 roses. When you add your red plus your pink, that should be a P for pink. Your red plus your pink will be giving us our total number. So our answer is 37,045 red and pink roses. Now, remember, hit pause anytime you need to stop this video, to slow it down, or we're gonna keep going. I'm gonna move on to slide 2. So at the bottom of your screen, we're gonna move to slide 2. On question 2, we're going to see that we are going to have a whole nother problem doing the exact same thing. So get your pencil ready. Let's read with our pen. On Saturday, 32,736 more tickets were sold than on Sunday. So this is for Saturday. On Sunday, 17,295 tickets were sold. How many people bought bus tickets over the weekend? So how many people bought bus tickets over the entire weekend? Which means we're looking for a total. Okay, so that means to find that, we're going to have to take Saturday, and we're going to have to add that to Sunday in order to give us our total for our weekend. So, how are we going to do this? Let's use a tape diagram. Well, we know that we have Saturday, but we don't know all of our Saturday information. So for Saturday, I'm a little worried. I know that they sold something, but then they sold more than this something. They sold 32,736 more than on Sunday. So it's important that we know what our Sunday number is. So let's go back and get our Sunday number. Probably would have been good to start with that, but it's okay if we don't. So our Sunday, we know exactly how much they sold on Sunday. They sold 17,295 tickets, which means on Saturday they sold 17,295 tickets with an additional, which means to add, 32,736 tickets. So if I take all of these things and add them together, I'm going to get my total weekend ticket sales. Now what we need to do is we need to add to solve this problem. Remember what we did in problem 1. You're going to do the same thing in problem 2. I want you to hit pause, and I want you to solve this problem at this time. When you're finished solving the problem, you're going to hit play again to see the answer. Okay, so the total tickets sold over the weekend were 67,326. I have the work shown over here for you to see. Why don't you check it against your work if you've made a mistake? You can hit pause and do that now. If not, we're ready to move on to slide 3 and our third problem. All right, problem number 3. Last year, Bill's department store sold many pairs of shoes. 118,214 pairs of boots, 37,092 more pairs of sandals than boots, and 124,417 more pairs of sneakers than boots were sold. How many pairs of shoes were sold last year? Which is an altogether total question. So now we need to set up our bar diagrams. All right, so to set up our bar diagrams, we're going to start with our boots. Okay. Here's our first one. And we know that our boots was 118,214. Then we have our sandals. All right, our sandals is the same amount of boots, because they sold more than that, because it told us they sold the same amount of boots plus more, which is 37,092. And then we know our sneakers. Our sneakers were, again, the same amount of boots, right, plus a lot more, 124,417 more than the boots. And we know that all of this together is going to give us our total pairs of shoes sold. So, now what we have to do is we have to solve this problem. All right, so you're going to do this part on your own and bring this back to class tomorrow. Let's review what you need to do. The very first thing you need to do is you need to find how many sandals were sold. The second thing you need to do is to find the total number of sneakers that were sold. And then the third thing you need to do is to add all types of shoes together. That's going to give you your total. So you're going to be on your own to do this part. Bring all your work shown to school tomorrow so you can share it with the other students in your group, and we'll discuss this further. Good luck and have fun with it. Also, don't forget, when you're finished with this problem 3, move on to problem 4, solving that on your own. I'm not going to give you any help with that one. I want to see how well you can do that on your own, and that's going to help us pick our groups for who needs what help tomorrow when you get to class. See you tomorrow.